Hey everyone, James with Fit Life Insight here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. 19.3 was released, and for those of you who are looking for a little bit of justice from the tall man and the strong man with those cleans these past two workouts, well, you certainly have it with these strict handstand push-ups. Talking about that, what is the workout? The workout is your 200-foot lunge with an overhead dumbbell. For scaled, that's going to be in your front rack. After that, we have 50 box step-ups with the dumbbell, holding it here, or you can put it on your shoulders if you would like. Only one. I had two here, but you're only going to have one. After that, you do 50 strict handstand push-ups. Yes, strict, followed by a 200-foot handstand walk. If any of you have been paying attention to Crossfit.com the past few months, they have really been stressing the importance of doing strict movements and doing them properly. As well, we had that hero WOD come out, which was 1,000 box step-ups for time. So this WOD, this 19.3, has certainly been forecasted if you have been paying attention to CrossFit.com. So how are we going to tackle it? Well, to start off with this 200-foot lunge overhead with a dumbbell, most important thing is to keep that arm, that bicep, glued to your head here, glued to your ear. You don't want to be coming out here and kind of straying away with the dumbbell. You want to make sure that you're directly overhead and locked out. If we aren't locked out, we're really going to be feeling that later in the workout, so make sure you're locked out. Regardless of the athlete that you are, I think you should really be prioritizing speed on the first half of this workout. If you're an athlete who is going to get a few handstand push-ups, you still want a fast tie break time for that. If you're an athlete who wants to get all of their handstand push-ups done and the handstand walk, well, you only have 10 minutes. So regardless, you're going to be wanting to go fast on this. For that, I would really suggest for our top level athletes, go ahead and do 50 feet at a time with one arm to reduce the time that you're transitioning there. That being said, if it is a case of to do 50 feet, you're kind of bringing your arm down here to support that dumbbell. Swap every 25 feet. We're talking about an extra few seconds to do those swaps in total. So if it's a question of saving your arms, then you can do those swaps. That being said, just really rush through those lunges. Try not to drop the dumbbell at any time before you finish those box step-ups. Just consider it a couplet that you have to finish right away. After these these lunges, we have our box step-ups. So your box step-ups, you can do a few different ways. You can keep the dumbbell here, put it in a back rack here, hold it on with one hand, hold it on with both hands, put it on your other shoulder, or you can keep it by your hands. There are two ways to approach this. First off, you're not going to have to grip anything really the whole workout. So if you do want to bring it in one hand and use it to get up onto the box using a type of kip, that would work out pretty well as long as your hands aren't going to be worn out going to the handstand push-up. But again, it really is a different muscle group you're using. Alternatively, if you just want to chuck it on your back rack and do those two, you can. The only thing there is the weight is going to start wearing on you and you're going to start going forward. So if you do have it on your back here, I would say chuck it in your back position, hold it with one hand here. Regardless, that will probably tire you out more than you think for your handstand push-ups, but I would say at that point it really does depend on the athlete and what you're most comfortable with. Whatever enables you to do these box step-ups as fast as you can. Another thing with the box step-ups is you have to alternate them. So I would say that the best way to change the foot is at the bottom. So that way you can stand up and then do it. You don't have to stand up all the way with both legs fully on top, as long as you're reaching full extension with the one leg that you're placing your weight on and touch the top with the other one. Yes, that does mean you can do a toe tap at the top with your other leg. Another tip for these box step-ups is turn the box sideways, kind of catty corner it, so that when you are stepping up, you don't have to worry about bringing your foot all the way around. You can kind of bring it up and then place it on top of the box. So approach it from a corner, and that should save a little bit of time, reduce the chance of you tripping as your legs get tired there. Coming out of these box step-ups, we are greeted by, I would say, the man maker here, the deciding factor between athletes. Most athletes are going to be able to move through this lunge and these box step-ups at a pretty brisk pace. However, going into these handstand push-ups, that's really going to separate people. We have 50 strict, even on the open announcements. The top games athletes were breaking it up into sets of 1 or 2 by the end. These are people who did finish the workout. So I would say approach these very conservatively. Small sets in the beginning. You by no means want to reach fatigue, full fatigue on these, or be failing lots of reps. You only have 50 of them. Failed reps get in your head. Make sure every rep counts, including if you have to take an extra 5 seconds before you go up to do a rep. If it ensures that you get a full rep, then go ahead and do that for your 50 strict handstand push-ups. Not many athletes will get past all 50 of those. However, if you do get to your handstand walk, a few things I want to suggest there are, don't be fully sprinting this handstand walk. It's 8 by 25. Don't take big steps with your handstand walks. Go ahead and be a little bit more conservative. Break it up a little bit. In your legs, if you're one of those people that drops your legs when you're sprinting, drops down from your knees, maybe try to not do that as much. That'll take a lot more core strength. And after 200 feet of handstand walking, that's going to be a little bit tough. For my scaled athletes, people who are still being inverted, potentially for the first time, for your 5-inch handstand push-ups. 5 inches does offer a lot of room. If any of you have not been inverted before, you can go ahead and widen up your hands, and that'll reduce the height between your head and the floor. Obviously, we can only go a certain amount of width due to the restriction of the box. However, me being a 6'2" male, fairly on the tall end as far as CrossFitters go, I had a whole lot of room with my hand positioning. In fact, I was a little bit inside the box there. So I don't think anyone is going to be too limited by the size of the box here. The only people who are scaled who might be really struggling are those who have never been inverted before, in which case this is a great time to practice your first handstand push-up. Or for the very tall scaled men there, might have trouble. 5 inches won't give them as much as a very short person. 5 inches on this will give them a lot more room. For the bear crawl, again, for my scaled athletes, I would go ahead and actually break it up. I wouldn't say try to just jam out the first 100 feet at a time, because your shoulders are going to be toast. Regardless of you're a scaled or an RX athlete, your shoulders are going to be toasted after these 50 handstand push-ups. 50 strict handstand push-ups. Well, you guys, for this workout, it is only 10 minutes. I would say do your best to sprint through the beginning part, 200 feet of lunges and 50 box step-ups, so that you can slowly chip away at these 50 strict handstand push-ups. For my more gymnasty, shorter guys who are working through here, again, keep the 200 foot, pace it out. It is 200 feet. That's going to take you a couple minutes to do that. So good luck, everyone. I hope you do fantastic on this workout. It definitely is repeatable throughout the weekend, unless you are in that range of getting 30 to 50 strict handstand push-ups but not finishing the handstand walk. Usually you're not as highly skill developed if you are in that arena, and these strict handstand push-ups will weigh on you a lot more than they will on the other people. If you are in that boat, I would say definitely don't repeat it more than once. Anyways, best of luck, everyone. I'll see you for 19.4, and I hope you kill this workout. Have a good one.